This video is the third in a short series on my channel where I review V-Mount batteries from K&F Concept, mostly because they keep sending them to me. It started with their original battery, then onto their much improved version 2, and now we're looking at their version 3, which is a reskin of their version 2 in a new color. This battery right here is the K&F Concept PD100W V-Mount battery in a style that the brand is calling Army Green, which is a bold departure, stylistically, from other batteries on the market. The PD100W is a mini V-Mount battery, meaning that its capacity is less than 100 watt-hours. It's 99 watt-hours, in fact, the most common size of V-Mount battery, because those batteries are just small enough to take onto commercial aircrafts. The battery comes in a hard shell protective case with light foam padding, a manual, and safety instructions. You get the battery with its green gunmetal finish and bright orange plastic construction, and a single USB Type-C cable to charge it, rated for 240 watt fast charging. Usually, K&F Concept matches the color on the ends of this cable to the outside metal of the battery, but for this unit, it appears that they're just reusing the cables from the silver version, which, I would have liked to see a green cable. It is braided, however, and feels better than many of the included cables from other battery brands. The battery itself measures 7.6 centimeters wide, 5.7 centimeters deep, and 10.8 centimeters tall, which puts it right in the middle in size compared to other batteries of similar capacities. K&F's original battery was a little smaller, but this one is not large by any means. It's very comparable in size to batteries from other brands like SmallRig. Rounding off the construction, we have a green gunmetal gray exterior finish that looks pretty good up close. This finish is honestly one of my favorite executions of vanity metal on a V-Mount battery that I've come across. The front of the battery is made from a soft acrylic panel with the K&F Concept logo. On the back, we likely have a very polarizing color of backplate. It's bright orange, which makes me think that they were going for a hunting aesthetic with this battery. I don't know where they got this design, but it is unique. However, I can't say they're alone, because SmallRig recently released an army green and orange variant of their batteries. I wonder why the V-Mount battery players in the space are making these design choices. If you have that answer, please let me know in the comments below. On a side note, K&F Concept advertises that they use fireproof materials on this battery, and I assume they're referring to the ABS plastic material and the metal around the body. All of your technical information related to the battery is printed on the bottom for reference. One thing of note is that the metal shroud that runs around the battery's length also adds weight to it. It's not a heavy battery by any means at 630 grams, but it will easily be 50 to 150 grams heavier than your average plastic construction V-Mount battery of a comparable capacity, so keep that in mind. The entire industry has more or less switched to smart V-Mount batteries, with K&F Concept being one of the technology's earliest adopters. On the side of the battery, there's a small black plastic power button, which when pressed, illuminates a 30 by 30 centimeter multicolored LED display, which will tell you helpful information like your charge and how much energy each port on the battery is drawing. On the top of the battery, we see those ports covered by a soft rubber insert. The PD100W has one 24-watt USB-A port, one USB-C C2 port capable of 65 watts out, and one USB-C C1 port capable of 100-watt fast charging for larger devices. This port is also where you charge the battery from. We also have one 12-volt DC barrel port for accessories like external monitors. Finally, there's a single D-tap 16.8 volt port on the side of the battery and a BP connection on the bottom for traditional V-Mount battery connections. Now, this version of the PD100W has a new feature, or at least I thought it was a new feature at the time. If you hold down the power button for 3 seconds, a little safety light comes on the bottom. It's not that bright, but it is there, and if you're rummaging through like a dark camera bag, it's a pretty cool feature. I went back to the silver version of this battery that I reviewed a few months ago to see if it had one too, and it does. I just missed it in my review, but I won't miss it again. Moving on, how does the battery perform? Well, to keep it short, it performs pretty great. It will easily power a modern mirrorless camera for an entire day, charge a standard laptop from 0 to 100%, and charge a phone from empty to full almost half a dozen times. The battery charges quickly from 0 to 100% in just 2 hours using fast charging, and you can power multiple devices from the battery at once using its many smart connections. In my testing of this battery and the previous generation, which I've owned for almost 6 months, the metal shell on the outside of the battery really adds to its durability. Where my plastic small rig batteries are dented and scuffed up from use, my K&F Concept battery still looks new, and that's because, in my opinion, I think they're using better materials. The K&F Concept PD100W in Army Green currently retails for between $109.99 and $129.99 USD, which is cheaper than even small rigs mini V-mount batteries, which are half the capacity and, in my opinion, of a cheaper build quality. K&F Concept might not be a big player in the video production space, but I think that on this channel we've truly found a gem with these little metal shroud V-mount batteries in terms of value and in price. I hope you found this video helpful. You'll find links to all the products featured in this video in the description below. K&F Concepts has also provided a 17% off discount code for viewers of this channel. Check the description for the code and a link to their site. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all very much. If you do have a question, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.